Today I want to talk about how I came to my faith and my journey to God. This is a topic that's very relevant to my life and very important to me personally. So today I just want to share my story on how I came to God. So even though I was born into a Christian family, I never had like a connection to God and my religion. Like, yes, I went to church and stuff, and I just had to catch my son. Even though I went to church and I did all these Christian holidays, you know, I celebrated those, it was never about God for me. I just did it because, you know, I just participated and I never thought about it in a deeper sense. And the first time I really like believed or tried to seek God was when I was 14 and I was really depressed and like suicidal. That's when I was at a very low point in my life, and I prayed for God to take this darkness away from me and this pain. And it's funny because I think a lot of atheists are saying like, I don't believe in God, I don't believe in God, like this is stupid. But then when you are at a very low point in your life, when you're like in the darkest place that you can get, I think a lot of people, they will turn to God, because that's the only thing they have left, is this hope and faith, and be like, God, please take this pain away from me. So yeah, I always try to be like, you don't believe in God until you really hit rock bottom, you know what I mean? Yeah, but still, you know, I didn't connect with God. It was just praying that this pain would go away. And then the next time was when I was in Korea, and I already had like this wish of, I want to create a perfect family, children, husband, you know. Now I was watching all these YouTube vlogs of these like family vloggers, and something they all had in common was that they were Christian, and they all seemed so happy, fulfilled and kind. And I was like, if they all have that in common, then it probably must have done something to do with their faith in God, right? And so I tried to like get into my, I don't know what my son is doing. So I tried to get into my faith a little bit, and I bought a Bible and I read it, but at that time still I didn't really connect with it. I just read the Bible. I didn't even read a lot. I just read a little bit of it, but I didn't try to understand like the meaning behind it, because, you know, the Bible is really difficult, and there are many like, is it called metaphor? Like, especially Jesus, he talks like all these things, but you need to understand the meaning behind it. You need to dig deeper into it, right? And I didn't do it at that time, and then it just got lost again. And I always said, yeah, I believe in God, blah 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 blah, but it was just like very superficial. Is it called like that? Hi! Nice stuff. And then last year, after I had my son, his father was coming and going whenever he pleased, and I had a boyfriend last year in autumn. I think I mentioned it in another video before. And so since my son is half German, half Korean, I really want him to have like both nationalities around him, and I want him to learn about his heritage, the languages, the people, you know, everything. And so since his father was kind of there and my boyfriend at that time was there, I thought he has some Korean around him. But then, you know, his father wasn't really present, and my boyfriend at that time, he ghosted me, so that relationship ended, and so there wasn't any Korean around him anymore. And I was like, what can I do? Because I didn't have Korean friends. I was like, what can I do to have like Korean around him, you know? And then one of my friends in Korea, she suggested to me, like, why don't you go to a Korean church in Germany? Like, you're Christian, you want to believe in God, you want to seek God, and you want to find community. And I thought, I was mind blown. I thought she was such a genius and that was such a great idea. And I was like, you're right, I need to try that. And so then I looked on the internet, I tried to search some churches in Munich, like around me, and I found one that I wanted to try out, and so I went there all by myself. Yeah. Hi. You're so funny. So I went there all by myself. It was really scary. Like, I think it's always really scary to do something that you don't know well about, you don't know these people, and I went there and I was the only German, and it was really scary. I really felt like an outsider for a long time. But I did it, and I went there, and the moment I stepped into this church, the people, like, I was just greeted with so much kindness. I cannot even describe it. It was such a warm feeling, and yeah, I just made it a habit. I said I like these people seem very kind, I liked the sermon, like I liked the church, and I just decided I would go back every Sunday. And I made it a habit. I haven't gone to church in like years before that. And then I was like, no, I'm gonna go to church every single Sunday. And I did. And with time, it became better. Like, I became closer to my friends in church. Like, I found friends, and even though it was scary in the beginning, I met some wonderful people. Like, every single one of them is so kind, and I really look up to them. And so I found this beautiful and wonderful community for me and my son. But you know, in the end, it's about God, you know? And not only did I find community there, I found a connection with God, and it makes me so happy to say that. I think you can see how much I'm smiling. Like, I love talking about God. And you know, first I was like a bit like, should I really make a video about my religion? Because, you know, this can be like a sensitive topic to some people, but I want to share my faith in God. I want to share this and just show, like, God really can make people so happy and change their lives. And yeah, the Bible that I had in Korea, I left it in Korea, and so after some time in my Korean church in Munich, I decided to buy a new Bible, and I even got like a Bible cover with it. Like, isn't it like so cute? Wait, can you see it? Like, here's my name, Ariella, and I think it's just so beautiful. So yeah, this is my Bible, and I read it like every day. And no, I not like before. I don't just read it, I study it. I try to find like the meaning behind the sentences and, you know, in the stories. And I pray to God, and God just makes me want to be a better person, and He really helps me in improving my life, and like being more kind. And I can't describe it, I'm not good with words, but He just changed my life and how I look at life, how I look at certain situations, and He just helps me in every aspect of life. And I love Him so much, and I'm so grateful. And yeah, He just makes me so He just makes me so grateful. And after every Sunday after church, I leave the church feeling so light. Like, I feel like every negative feeling, every burden that I have on my shoulders, it's just taken away from me. Like the Lord, He takes it. Oh, not me getting emotional talking about this, but yeah. And sometimes when I leave church, there's like a little tear. There's like a little tear running, because it just makes me so happy, and I feel so connected to Him. And this is such a wonderful feeling. And I just hope that some people wouldn't see God as like this judgy, angry old man who will punish you and send you to hell, because that's definitely not the kind of God like that I think He is. Like, I think God is someone eternally loving and He loves every single one of us. Even if you don't believe in Him, I think He loves you. And you can always come to God, you can always find Him, He's always there. And even if you think you don't deserve Him, or you did something wrong in the past, like, He will always wait for you with open arms. Yeah, I just wanted to share my story a little bit. So I think this is all maybe that I can say now. And like, if any of you have a question or want to share something, then just say it in the comments. I'm really like happy when I can talk to you guys. And thank you so much for watching my video, and I will see you next time. Bye!